Here we are with a Smoky Investment Team post-practice report. LSU is just about at the midway point of LSU spring football practices. And I tell you what, guys, you're going to want to see what I got on video. I think I was the only guy set up to get every single play, but they had one-on-ones, LSU offensive lineman versus LSU defensive lineman. They were getting at it pretty good. Did a lot of walking around the practice field. I think Buddy was on one side while I was on the other. So we've got a lot for you to talk about today on today's practice report. So what all did you see, Buddy?
Happy Thursday, everybody. Enjoyed last night's show. Hope all of you are doing well. Look, we spit out a lot of hot air, but I got to tell you, Mike, it is blowing about 20 miles an hour today. And we obviously had a chance to see a little tweaking. Now, last week, Brian Kelly told us on Saturday, we're going to start to give reps contingent upon how they see the depth chart moving. And oh, by the way, a lot of movement in that O-line. I know it's still early, but you're going to be excited about some of the tidbits we give you today.
Yeah, first set of drills I saw was them doing run-throughs, getting teams on and off the field, quarterbacks dumping off and rolling out and hitting running backs, getting Nussmeier to come back and rerun a play because he didn't do it right. Coach Sloan getting after him. And then I think I saw a good bit of wide receiver work that I think you're going to like some of what we shot there. But again, as Buddy mentioned, the offensive line was really looking good. And you saw that gust of wind blowing my tripod everywhere. And y'all can probably catching a lot of wind noise on our microphone. But some of the offensive linemen, I think that group is certainly looking a lot fitter. We've been talking a little bit about Cardell Thomas. I saw some of him today. And I don't know what to make of how far he's going to jump the depth chart, but I think he's got a chance to actually make a move this spring.
Of course, here we go, folks. The new tweaked offensive line, Charles Turner, Big 69, is still your number one center today. Miles Frazier moves over to right guard. Cam Wire to right tackle. Of course, you go over to left tackle, Xavier Hill, who I think's coming on, Mike, 71. And today, with the ones, Will Campbell. We've been talking about it. How long would it be before the light come on for this young kid? And the lights flipped up, and he is a big mammoth. Obviously, when you are in the trenches, Mike, the last thing that these kids know and learn, got to get that pad level. You got to get under and explode, because everybody's got an incredible pass rusher or a blitzing linebacker. If you play high, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. That guy wins. And so a lot of pad level, and people are going to love what you shot this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Mason Smith really looked good. Savion Jones, B.J. Ojolari, defensive line hitting some dummies. Coach Kane getting after him pretty good. You know, I wanted to get over and shoot special teams because we get Brian Polian this evening, so I wanted to have a matching segment, but I didn't get any of those guys. I think they might have been indoors, unless you saw differently that they came out when you were on that practice field. But when I was on that far left practice field, I didn't get to see any of them. But I did get to see the guys from Newman, recruits on the sideline, coming in for a visit. Bo Bordelon, Will Randall, and the younger brother, Brett Bordelon. They were all at practice today. Of course, Brett's going to be a fantastic tackle. Just finished his freshman year. He's a rising sophomore and big timer. And of course, Will Randall tied in for the class of 23. He's one of those guys who I've been talking about, offers from the previous staff. And there's definitely, this staff is definitely wanting Will Randall over at Newman. I think he was one of your better guys last year as far as tight ends, and there's not many tight ends in the state.
Fitzgerald West is still holding on as a backup center. He's a number 2 center. Cardell Thomas was running with the twos today at right tackle. Of course, Marcus Dumerville, 74. Tremont Shorts, good to see 52 back. He's at left guard, but Hill actually took reps with the 1. He's with the 2. Had a walk-on at the left spot since they moved Wire to right tackle, and then Will Campbell at certainly the first team with left tackle. A lot of pad level. The old Oklahoma drill, all the other crazy stuff that Miles used to do in front of the team, they were doing some form and simulation of that today. And once again, you get to see, when you're this close, even though we're 20, 30 yards away. You still get to see about the strength that you have to have. Mike, did you see those guys backpedaling, being pushing forward? Oh, by the way, let's give out a few tributes today. Tebow McAnally had pancakes this morning because he had a big pancake. Will Campbell had a pancake. You had some pancakes. Savion Jones.
I got it all, too. I got it all on video.
Mason Smith, all those guys, Jaquaylin Roy, a lot of one-on-one in the offensive line. Oh, by the way, on the quarterbacks, here's what I saw. Jaden Daniels getting one, Miles Brennan getting two, and then Nussmeyer and Walker Howard. But once again, we're only getting 20 minutes.
Who else you see in red jerseys? I saw 99. Of course, quarterbacks are in red. Anybody else?
Jack Besh was riding the bike, and so was 26, the sophomore corner who... unfortunately, folks, we tell you, Darius McGee is a guy that needs to play. But I am now starting to get a little concerned about Jared Bernard Converse. This is about the fourth practice that he has missed. This is a kid from Okie State. It's been hush-hush. Nobody knows what the injury is. But that's something to monitor because, Mike, as we talked about, they are still very thin at tight end and at corner.
This instant analysis practice report is brought to you by the Smoky Investment Team in Alexandria. They have over 45 years of combined experience in handling their clients' financial needs. In this financial environment, experience matters. Call Bart or Brian Smoky at 318-448-3201. 318-448-3201. One of my good friends reached out to them earlier in the week, and you do the same. It don't matter where you are in Louisiana. They can take care of your financial needs. Go to their website, the Smoky Investment Team. You will find them. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA/SIPC, and we thank Bart and Brian for sponsoring these practice reports each and every week. And allergies are getting me.
But, hey, listen, real quick about that. There is a lot of volatility in the stock market. If you follow it, I follow it too much sometimes. But there's a lot of volatility up and down. And so this is great to have the Smokies calm you down. We gave you the tip of the lemon. It went crazy, but a lot of up and down. You need a professional like Bart and his brother to get you through these crazy times.
Sorry about the wind, guys. We came over to the little venue where they get the tickets at the softball stadium. You can see Tiger Stadium splitting me and Buddy in half. But the wind is something out here today, and beautiful weather. Again, we've been absolutely, I always joke with Buddy, we had bad karma last August with the rain, and this spring we have nothing but great, fantastic weather. We got in at 5 o'clock, we break at 6:30, we get set up, and we get the first of three coordinators this spring is Brian Polian talks to us this evening, and then on Saturday we'll get in for another almost full practice. I think we get in after 18 periods, and then we get the whole rest of it. And then we'll get Brian Kelly and 4 players. And the players that they brought out each week for us have been fantastic. So crazy good access. You're going to want to subscribe to TigerBait to see the video package that I shot today. I'm going to break it up into 2 packages. I think I'm going to put those OLDL one-on-ones into its own separate package. Go to TigerBait, choose the annual package. You'll be happy with what you're getting. All the football tidbits, recruiting, basketball recruiting, baseball, what you have, we've got it all for you at TigerBait.com. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, just adding on the offensive end, it's good to see the running backs. I do think, and I was going crazy about this last year, but I do think you're going to see them throw to the backside, the backfield a little bit more. Emery continues to get reps with the one. Corey Kiner still looks a step quicker. We know that there's some good depth over there. Fritchie asked me about Noah Cain. Noah Cain's not coming until the fall, and this is a time for the guys behind Emery. They've got to get in that pecking order. That question, that $64 million question we ask every year, is a guy going to take and assert and win the job like CEH did in 16, or is it going to be running back like committing? And then on the wide receivers, you got 2 of your starters that are not participating right now. Kayshawn Boutte still in the boot, he's still hurt. Jack Besh got tweaked last time we were out here. He was on the bench along on the pedaling, on the bicycle with Demarius McKee. But bottom line is, you're gonna love to see the guys that came in from Arkansas and all the. I really think, I don't know what they would do if they had not brought all these transfers out of the portal, Mike. This was a great time to have that free get out of jail and not have to sit out a year, because LSU has stockpiled their roster. Now they still need another 25 players or so to get to where you're going to have the kind of depth with the big boys. But
I think it's really going to come home, buddy, because once you're going to get the guys here that arrive in the summer and arrive late, and then you're going to have some attrition that's just going to happen. And when you see the final numbers of what the roster looks like, it's really going to dawn on a lot of people about how they need another year or two. And then we're still going to wait to see what the NCAA does. Is there going to be another year where they get another +5, +7? Because it's not just LSU that's fighting this problem. It's across the country. Every college program is dealing with this number problem.
Wrapping it up, a good day out here, very windy. Once again, everybody trying to move up, and once more to reiterate, this is when you start to see movement on the depth chart, and we'll see. See Miles Frazier at guard and moving Cam Warren out to right tackle, and then putting Will Campbell. What do they want to do? You want to put your best 5 linemen on the field at the same time.
And that's big athletic bodies right there.
Big athletic bodies, and we talked about it last night. Man, if you can get an O-line, protect the quarterback, and open up some holes, this team's got a chance to do some pretty good things this year.
All right, guys, that's it for your Smoky Team Instant Analysis Report. Go to TigerBait.com. We've got a lot coming your way, breaking down this practice and a lot more. We'll see you next time.